Tag Master Championship. Just got my engine back, so we'll be putting it back on, and yeah, just typical morning prep. All right, the engine is back on, and yeah, guys at Franklin just rebuilt it. They had about 9.5 hours. Typically, we rebuild the engines when we have 8 hours. So yeah, it was due. I don't have a spare engine, so this is the same one I practiced on and raced. So it's been 4 races in the Tag Masters. No, I'm sorry, 3 races in Tag Masters and 2 weekends of Route 66. So yeah, she was due to be rebuilt. Oh, by the way, guys, just wondering, do you have a name for the engines? This is my second engine, and I do have a name for my X30 engine and the KA100. So just wondering, do you name your engines? So I'm the only one that does it. Oh well, qualifying didn't go so well, as you guys could see. Yep, lost the chain, not quite sure why, so I'll take the covers off and we'll have a look at it. Hopefully nothing major. Yeah, did only 1 lap, 49.6, that was good, and then I started feeling go-kart came in, and next thing in turn 1, chain came off, so very unfortunate, but hey, you know what, we have a 10 lap pre-final and a 14 lap final, so should be fun. Alright, bent sprocket, bent chain carrier, and we're getting a new chain, so hopefully we'll get ready for the pre-final, and yeah, everything's gonna be fixed. Oh wow, what a fun pre-final. Was able to get a clean start from outside. Started 8th, made it through the turn 1, turn 2. I know Paul was right next to me. He was trying to pass, but yeah, I think I had a little bit more momentum. I believe we didn't touch, so I hope we didn't. At least I didn't feel. And yeah, and so I stuck behind Christian for a little bit, and then we got around Kevin, and pretty much the top 5 guys pulled away from us while we were battling each other. So I was on his bumper, and I know I was quicker through the couple corners of the track, but I was slower through the sweeper. So eventually I was able to pass him at the last corner, but yeah, he was able to get back a little bit later in a few corners. So it was pretty fun. Yeah, actually I want to give a big shout out to my help this weekend, G3 Properties. So yeah, they've been helping me last weekend, this weekend too. So yeah, thank you G3 Properties for helping me out. Changes for the final. I'll stay in the same sprocket. It felt really good. Tire pressure probably will go down about half a pound. Yeah, that's about it. I'll just clean the go-kart, and there we go. Starting 7th for the final. One more thing I wanted to say. Actually very stoked with my pace. I was 49.3. I was on par with Larry that won Route 66 race last week. So yeah, that feels really good. The best time I believe was Nikki and Scott. They were at 49.1, so I'm at 2/10 off. I think this is the closest to the pack I ever been, so I'm stoked. And actually, the whole driving and practicing and tuning and just pounding laps help. Yeah, so yeah, you guys don't give up. You can see the progress from 7/10 down to 2/10. Yeah, I can tell. I don't think it's luck, so it's a hard work. It pays off. It really feels good, even though I'm still away, you know. But it's definitely, it feels really good. So yeah, on to the final.
Oof, wow, what a good day of racing today. 21 guys showed up and no major issues, no major accidents or bumps or bruises. It looked pretty clean. Uh, Quick recap. Qualified ninth, started eighth because Danny had bad luck again. For some reason, they forgot about him at the scales, and yeah, so he had to start from a back of the pack. Um, Anyways, clean start at the pre-final. Made through the first few corners. Stuck behind Christian and made a move on the Kevin, and yeah, try a couple times to pass Christian as well. I mean, it was pretty close. I believe I had the pace, so I was a little bit 2 tenths quicker. Very stoked, very happy with the pace in the pre-final. I had the same lap times as Larry. Not as consistent though, but yeah, lap times were there. Still 2 tenths off the best lap time, so still have to have to do some work. Um, yeah, and me and Christian we finished 1/1000th of a second at the finish line. So I think his transponder. Next time I'll check. I think his transponder probably was a 1/8 of an inch further on the side pod than mine, and that's how he was able to finish seventh, sixth. I'm sorry, he finished sixth. I finished seventh. So yeah, and that's how I started the pre-final. I'm sorry, final, and yeah, the final was it was fun. Clean start again, a little bit shuffling here and there, but stayed with the pack for a little bit and basically stuck behind Christian again. And I tried everything I could. I was not aggressive enough to make it past, but I wanted to make it clean. I mean, at the end, we're not racing for the call from Penske or anybody else. It's just a bragging race, right? And if you're not at the top three, I mean, the rest pretty much doesn't matter. Even though egos go out and fly. And anyways, I did try to make a move on him. And while we were I was slowing him down and he was slowing me down. A bunch of guys actually got caught up with us, and yeah, Kevin was able to make a move past us both. So, but yeah, it was an awesome day of racing. I mean, it was so much fun, right? Dana, what do you think? Was it fun? Yeah. And yeah, cleanest race weekend so far. 21 guys, so I'm pretty proud of the program. Very happy. And by the way, actually, I watched the Kart Chaser. I'm sorry, Kart Chaser, and they're streaming live a Texas event, and they did had 21 entries for the Tag Masters class as well. So it looks like a Tag Masters program as well, and doing doing pretty strong up in the south, doing very good up in Wisconsin. So if you guys know about other clubs that do run the Tag Masters, specifically a KA 100, just let me down below. I would gladly give them a follow and see how their program doing. Maybe there is something else growing besides the X30. So yeah, it's interesting to watch. And yeah, you guys could see I had some very important people that helped me, and thanks a lot. And it would not be possible without their help. So that's why I put their name on my visor, and yeah, I'm stoked about the weekend. I mean, it definitely was great, very clean, very everybody seems to be happy. So yeah, on to the next race, I guess. All right, guys, cheers and good one.